Hello, everybody. This is Dee from Dee's Cute and Crafty, and I am back with 3 new decor pieces for you today. I am working on bumblebee decor because it's about that time. Well, really, you can craft bumblebees whenever you like because they're so cute, fuzzy, and adorable. But anyway, I've got 3 pieces that I am dying to show you. Super quick and easy. Let's jump in. Going to be using my Rust-Oleum chiffon cream. I have this little piece of scrap wood from my stash. I believe I got it from Dollar Tree. These fabric swatches came from Dollar Tree. I have one of the old Easter bunny, like a breadboard kind of sign that I've already taken the little thumbtacks out of. I've taken the front piece off of it, and I'm just going to use the back of it. And I have some tumbling tower blocks. I have a piece of the Dollar Tree wall vinyl, excuse me, and ribbon of choice. So this, like I said, is quick and easy. We're just going to make a decorative piece, but it does have a utilitarian value to it. It is going to be a recipe card holder. And I say card because it is not heavy enough to hold a book, not a heavy book. You might get away with a magazine, but it's going to be a card holder. And if you don't have a card on it, it's going to be pretty just as a piece of kitchen decor. So I started out by painting all my wood pieces with the Rust-Oleum chiffon cream. I took my 8 tumbling tower blocks and glued them together 2 by 2. So I ended up with 4 sets of blocks. And now I'm just taking my wall tile and I'm just going to trace around this breadboard and get that all cut out. And then we're just going to attach it. I want to get that circle at the top cut out, that hole at the top. So I'm just going to bend that bend that wall tile over, like fold it in half just where the circle is, make a small slit so that I can get my scissors into the slit to make the circle, to get that cut out done. Now that that's all done, we're just going to attach it nice and easy. And I didn't end up pulling the rest of that paper off of the breadboard or the sign because I didn't have to. It is covered with this wall tile and it stays. It's on there really good. Didn't have to add any glue or anything. So now I'm just smoothing it down. You guys know how much I love a good country craft, so that's why I chose to use that wall tile that looks like wood. And I'm just measuring out where I want my tumbling tower blocks to sit so that I can put that wood piece on there to make a ledge for your recipe cards or your very, very lightweight cookbook. I don't know if anybody actually cooks by cookbook anymore. Everything is on the internet. You can just, Google a recipe and there it is on your phone. But I enjoy using all the cookbooks I have. They are family cookbooks that were passed down, and I will pass them down to my kids as well. So it's like a family heirloom almost, because some of the best recipes growing up are in those books. And also recipe cards. Do you guys still use the 10 box with the 3x5 handwritten recipe cards in there? I do. I still use it. I'm that old. So anyway, back to the DIY. I'm just going to go ahead and take some hot glue and attach my tumbling tower blocks to the bottom of my breadboard. And then I'm going to take some wood glue and some hot glue and attach my little ledge. We're almost done with this one. Again, quick and easy. And of course, it didn't want to stick, so I am going to get all that glue off of there. I'm going to use my X-Acto knife, get all that glue off of the tumbling tower blocks, and I am going to go back in with wood glue and hot glue. I believe the first time I just used wood glue, and it was not working. So now that I've got that attached, I am going to use my Bumblebee fabric. And this came from Dollar Tree. You get these 3 pieces of fabric for $1.25. And the bee fabric is so cute. I had to use it. And I'm just going to add a piece in the middle. And you can leave it like this if you prefer, but I like for things to be neat. So I'm going to add some of this buffalo check ribbon to the top and the bottom of this fabric because it is a little bit frayed. You guys, I'd like to take this time to say thank you for joining Dee's Cute and Crafty. Thank you for stopping by my video and watching today. To all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for being here. I am blessed and happy to have you. My ride or dies, you know who you are. Been with me since the beginning of my journey, and I love you so much. Thank you for always coming back. So you guys, I made my bow like I always do, taking the fabric, I can't talk tonight, taking the ribbon and making my loops, stacking them and making my tail, stacking those as well underneath those loops and tying it off with some jute cord. I just pinch it in the middle and tie it off. And this little cutie is done and ready to be displayed. So here's my little box, my little tin box, but these are not my recipe cards that you see before you. Those are my devotional cards, but the recipe card and the box are pretty much the same, and it's so cute to just have your little decor piece sitting out, and it has a good use to it. You could use it when you're cooking. Is this my favorite? Nope. You gotta keep watching. Moving on to DIY number 2, and I have a large piece of that bee fabric that came from Dollar Tree as well. Dug into my stash and I got some floral picks out, and of course I'm using cardboard because it's free, and I have one of the Dollar Tree wire honeycomb forms and a ribbon of choice. I also have this bumblebee ribbon. I didn't end up using it. It's more of a twill, and I got that from Hobby Lobby. I have some nautical cord, 3 craft sticks, and 2 of the wooden tags from Dollar Tree. Nope, they came from Hobby Lobby. I've got some beads from Dollar Tree. And that little bumblebee that I showed you actually was a paper plate that I got at Joann's a couple of seasons ago. And I just cut it out of the paper plate so I could use it for this DIY. Now, I took my piece of cardboard, as you can see, and I traced around that honeycomb, or it's not a honeycomb, a beehive wreath form, and got the shape that I needed for this DIY. And I am just adding some craft sticks to the back of my beehive in the cardboard because it has a bend in it, and I don't want it to be flimsy or bending while I'm trying to do my DIY. So I'm just making it more sturdy. Now that I've got my shape cut out of the cardboard, I went in with my fabric. I traced around that cardboard shape onto the fabric. I cut that out, and I'm hot gluing it to my cardboard. Now I'm going to take that wreath form, and I'm just going to staple it on top of the fabric. And the wreath form really has no other job other than giving me the shape of the beehive that I want, because once it's all said and done, you will barely be able to see that honeycomb, or that, I keep calling it honeycomb, that beehive. But if you guys want to still see it, then just don't cover it with the nautical cord. You could just leave it yellow like it is. I wanted that country feel, so nautical cord it is. I'm just going to take that nautical cord and trim around the entire beehive, and then I will also go across the pieces of metal in the front of the beehive. So we're going to trim it out completely, all the way around the edges and also in the middle. Just going to get that hot glue down. This is turning out so cute already, and it is hands down my favorite of the 3 that I'm bringing you today. This one is adorable, and I know YouTubers have been making these since that beehive wreath form came out, but it's the first time I'm using it. I've had it in my stash. I just wasn't really sure what I was going to do with it. And then this year when Dollar Tree came out with that beautiful bee fabric, I knew I was going to find it, dig it out of my stash, and make good use of it. This one is so adorable. So here you see me just attaching some greenery and some flowers. I'm using some daisies and a sunflower and some greenery, just some leaves from the sunflower. And I don't want to use too many florals. I know I had a big bunch of florals in my hand when I started this video, but I don't want to cover up that fabric. I really want that fabric to shine and be the star of this DIY because I think it's just that pretty. So I'm trying to keep my florals to a minimum. Just tucking pieces in where I want it, using some boxwood greenery as well. And I did end up adding a Dollar Tree wood cube so that I can give my bee some lift. I didn't want it to sit flat on the flower. I want it to look like it's hovering over the flower. So I put it on a block, one of the little Dollar Tree cubes. Now I'm going to take my wood tags and I'm just going to write bee on one of them and happy on the other. I always write in pencil first, and then I go back in with my Sharpie and make it more permanent. You guys, if you're enjoying this content, and I truly hope you are, don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. That lets YouTube know you're enjoying my content. They push me out a little bit more so others can enjoy it as well. And for that, I'm always grateful. Thank you so much. And you guys, I finally broke 12,000. I finally hit 12,000 subscribers. I have been hovering at 11,900 forever. I don't know what was taking so long, but I'm finally at 12,000. So thank you guys for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing my content with friends and family and helping to push me out and get seen a little bit more. I am so blessed to have you guys. I always say it, but it is so true. So now that I've got my words onto my little wood tags, I have attached them underneath the flowers, and I just hot glued that piece of twine under the flowers, and then I just attached my tags. I made them, you know, kind of haphazard, one under the other, but not straight in any way. I think that just adds a little something to it because it's not perfect, it's not straight. And now I'm going to make a bow. Just like I always do, make my loops, stack them together. If I'm making tails, dovetails, I'll make those and stack them underneath the loops, pinch everything, tie it off with jute, and either I will tie it on or I will hot glue it on, depending on the DIY. For this one, I actually am going to hot glue this bow on so that I don't have to try to push holes through the fabric. Well, you guys, I was wrong. I did punch holes through the fabric. I thought I was just going to hot glue it on, but apparently, as you can see, I'm tying it on. That bottom hole, for whatever reason, gave me heck. I probably should have just glued it on like I thought I did in the first place, but I got it done. I added a beaded hanger to the back, and then I kept looking at it and thinking, oh, there's something missing. I didn't put my little hole for the bees to get inside the hive. So I went back and took a piece of cardboard, cut it out in like an oval kind of shape, and took my black Sharpie and just filled that in. And now I'm going to hot glue it to the 1, 2, 3, third row of that beehive, and then I'm going to go around it with some nautical cord. And this little beauty is done and ready to be displayed. You could use it as a leaner, or you could go ahead and hang it on your front door. Mine will be hanging on my front door. This is super cute, and I love it. I hope you guys do too. Here she is. Be happy. It's so cute. We are moving on to DIY number 3 and the last one of the video, using that chiffon cream again. And I went through my signs, and I pulled out this sign that was in my Halloween stash. And I already put my butcher black paper on the back just because there's way too much glitter. I'm not going to be using those little bee buttons that I showed you. I will be using one of these black half beads, and also this little black cotton ball. I'll be using that as well. It was actually a pom-pom. It was white, left from Easter, and I painted it black. And I'm going to be using one of the Dollar Tree yellow and black pinwheels. That screamed Bumblebee to me. You don't even have to really do anything to it. It's already the colors that you need it to be. So it was perfect for this DIY. And I just pulled one of those pinwheels off of there. And I did some little white wings. Again, using my cardboard. I just took some cardboard, made some teardrop shapes, and painted it with the Apple Barrel white chalk paint. I painted my sign with the Rust-Oleum cream chalk paint. And I'm just hot gluing my wings down. And now I'm hot gluing my bee body down. And I put that bead on because the bee has that little part just before the head that seems kind of jointed. It's black. But I feel like it was unnecessary. It almost made the bee a little bit too long. And I probably would have done better just to do the big black pom-pom piece. I don't think I needed that extra piece on the top. It still came out cute though. So I am using one of my Chanel stems that I got from Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of 45. And all they had were the variegated color ones. And so this one was one that was beige and brown. I just painted it with black paint because I needed it to be black. And I set it to the side and let it dry. And so now it's not brown anymore. You guys can paint anything and everything you want to paint. If you don't like the color of something, give it a coat of paint, see what happens. I mean, I've even painted ribbon before, so I'm not afraid to paint anything. If it's not the color I want, I will make it so. So I'm just going to take my little Chanel stem and twist them around. Anything that I have that I can twist them around to get that curly Q shape. Hot glue those to the top of the bee and give him some little feet at the bottom. And then I went in with my pencil and I wrote, be kind or buzz off. And I'm going to go with my Sharpie and make it permanent. And now that that's done, we're going to add a bow to that top corner because I feel like there's negative space up there and I need to fill it with something. So we're just going to add a bow to that top corner, a jute hanger on the back, and this little guy is ready to be displayed. These 3 DIYs were very, very simple and easy, and they're so cute. I hope you guys will definitely give them a try. If you're into bead decor, these are cute. Give them a shot. Now that I have my bow all tied, ready to go, I am going to hot glue this one to the corner of that sign. And I'm also going to hot glue down the tails because I want them to sit a certain way. I want them to sit like they are ruffled a little bit or ruched a little bit. So I am going to add a dab of hot glue and then just kind of pinch the black polka dot bow to make it sit the way I want it to. And here it is, the final DIY, number 3. Came out adorable. You guys don't forget to comment down below. Let me know which one is your favorite of the 3. I always love hearing from you. And excuse my lighting. I'm trying to tweak it a little bit to make it brighter. So, yeah, working on it. Here's everything that I've created for you guys today. Again, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Do all the things. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your kind words. As always, I'm going to need you to be blessed, stay safe, and until I see you in my next one, craft something beautiful today, you guys. Bye.